Hey there, happy Friday, guys. I hope you've had a good week so far and that you are ready for the weekend. It is November 8th, and we appreciate you tuning in for our update. Just imagine me hanging out next to you on the couch or next to you in the office, wherever you are, talking about some of the headlines that are really popular right now on khou.com that you guys are sharing on our Facebook page. Brandon over here is running the computer, so we're keeping tabs on your comments and questions. Be sure to fire those off, and then we're going to circle back to them. Basically, like I'm telling you the stories, and then I'm going to give you some time to ask questions afterwards. I'm going to do it a little differently today because we're starting off with 3 kind of difficult stories. Then we'll do the forecast, and then a couple stories I hope will make you smile. So the first story we have to talk about is a missing 5-year-old out of Florida. There's this search for her. Her mom reported her missing on Wednesday, and since then has not been cooperating with the sheriff's office, according to the sheriff. So you're looking at a photo of Taylor Rose Williams. Her mom is Brianna, and as I mentioned, deputies say she stopped cooperating with their investigation. If you click the link above, you can hear from one of her coworkers who describes Brianna and how Taylor was, her screensaver on her computer, that she always talked about her. Neighbors say they never saw the little girl. So this is a story we're monitoring. It's a story a lot of you are sharing, trying to get the word out and hope that this little girl is found safe. There's another video, and this one's out of Corpus Christi. Well, they think it might be out of Corpus Christi. Police there shared it on Facebook. I'm not going to share it on here because it's disturbing. But it's a woman who's abusing a little girl. She's like 2 or 3 years old. And again, Corpus Christi police don't know if it originated in Corpus Christi, but it did make its way to them. So they're sharing it, hoping that you can take a look, see if you recognize the woman. They blurred out the little girl's face. But that is in the link that we've shared above as well. Hopefully they can get some justice there. And then finally, as we talk about these stories that are a little more difficult this morning, there was a deadly home invasion overnight here in Northwest Houston in the 6800 block of Utah Street, if you're familiar. We don't know a whole lot at this point, but investigators say 2 men tried to rob the home. They shot 2 men inside. One of them died. The other got hit in the back of the head and is in critical condition. The suspects haven't been found, don't even have a description at this point. We have reporter Michelle Choi out there, and hopefully she'll provide an update for KHOU 11 News at noon today. We'll keep you updated on khou.com as well. So now we're switching gears. We're talking about the forecast. If you haven't stepped outside, you're going to notice it's a whole lot colder today than it was yesterday. Very brisk, kind of dreary. It's kind of gray out there right now. Cheetah says it's going to stay that way for most of the day. You can see our forecast over the next 7 days. Now, Cheetah is really pointing to Tuesday, Wednesday for some big changes. Do you see the lows those days? We're talking 36 on Tuesday, 30. Breaking the freezing barrier on Wednesday morning. So, this can all change over the next couple of days, but you are going to want to keep an eye on this. I for sure am. I got to unpack all my warm clothes. I have 1 pair of jeans. That's probably not going to cut it now that we're getting into the cooler months. So one of the most popular things on YouTube are these dupe videos or dupe products, because there's such expensive makeup out there. Like I pay $26 for my mascara, which is silly, but I do it. Anyway, there are a ton of drugstore versions that are cheaper and maybe just as good. Take a look. Half of these models' faces are done in the expensive brands, half are done in the drugstore brands by a local makeup artist here in town. You can't really tell the difference. I did say this morning, I'd like to see what it looks like when a normal person just puts them on, because a makeup artist can make anything look good, like no matter the product. And so you can see the comparison, the cost of the primer and the foundation and all that. I have a full list of all the products they use, Brandon, if you want to pull up that graphic, there it is. So you see the high end, we're talking about like $36 for primer, when you could pay $10 for the Maybelline primer. Cheetah made an excellent point this morning saying it's all well and good to save money. You do probably need to check what the ingredients are in some of these, because remember, especially like the primer or the foundation, the concealer, you're putting that on your skin, which is pretty sensitive. So maybe things like, I don't know, the brow pencil doesn't make a difference. You can save a lot of money there, but anything that you're spreading all over your face, gotta take extra care with. Anyway, Tiffany Craig did this whole test. You can swipe up to see the feedback from the makeup artist who did it and from the 2 models who participated in that, as well as Tiffany's decision about whether it's worth it. Cheaper stuff is, I buy CoverGirl, so I'm trying not to judge. I spend like $11 on my foundation and $26 on my mascara. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm gonna wrap it up with this, a story to make you smile. I wanna introduce you to John and Charlotte Henderson. They are 106 and 105 years old, which makes them the oldest married couple in the world, according to Guinness World Records. And they're from here in Texas. They've been married for 80 years. 80 years. They met at the University of Texas in Austin back in 1934. 105 and 106 and still married. I didn't read too deep into this article, but they do offer their secrets to a happy marriage if you're looking for that, if you're in need of that. I can't imagine making it 80 years. I can't imagine being 106. Like right now, 46 sounds like a scary prospect, and that's 9 years away. So, whew. All right, Brandon, how we doing?
Good. Today, most people so far are offering their condolences and are hoping we get some good news in this Florida case.
Yeah.
That's really the big talker this morning. People seem upset. And Debbie's reminding us to be kind to each other always, and offering prayers for the child to be returned safely.
All right, yeah, I'm sorry to end your Friday with sort of a bummer, but hopefully those last 2 stories were worth it. They'll save you money and make you smile, to be sure. We'll have another update coming up at 2:15 this afternoon. Maybe an update on that home invasion will be included in that. Otherwise, I'm peacing out until Monday, so have a good weekend.